Hi, I'm Nancy J. with the Celebrity Spotlight on a new documentary from the Oscar-winning director of An Inconvenient Truth. Our public education system is dissected in Waiting for Superman, as Davis Guggenheim follows a handful of promising kids who face a system that often inhibits rather than encourages academic growth.
He said, what makes America great is that everyone has a chance at the American dream. And if you work hard and you go to school, you got a chance at the American dream. Now, I think that's not true anymore because our schools are not doing its part. And if we want to make America work again, we got to fix our schools.
I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor.
How come?
Because I would like to help somebody in need.
You wake up every morning and you know that kids are getting a really crappy education right now.
So you think that most of the kids here are getting a crappy education right now?
Oh, I don't think they are. I know they are.
And what I like about Waiting for Superman is you are looking at the teachers. You're not really pointing the blame on anyone other than maybe some of the administrators and the whole money situation.
Right.
But you show that, yes, there are some ways that can make our education system better.
Yeah, there's a lot of hope right now. I mean, the stakes are very high. Our schools are worse than I thought when I started looking at this. And now you realize it affects everyone. It's not just poor kids. It's a lot of communities because the schools have been eroding for 40 or 50 years. But there's a new generation of reformers that are cracking the code, and they're realizing you can educate every kid. And all it takes is a real sort of political will. All it takes is mothers and fathers outraged and demanding great schools. And that comes from seeing this movie. When you see this movie, you go, what? I gotta get on the right side of this issue. Among 30 developed countries, we rank 25th in math and 21st in science. In almost every category, we've fallen behind, except one. Kids from the USA rank #1 in confidence.
I think about 60,000 people have gone to this school in 40 years. 40,000 didn't graduate. This is the damage that this school has done to this neighborhood.
A child that doesn't finish high school will earn less and be 8 times more likely to go to prison.
I want to go to school.
For these kids, their only chance at getting into a great school depends on whether their number is picked in a lottery.
You give us this heart and soul. You pick these fabulous subjects, their families, their dreams, their hopes, the things that they're sad and happy about. And then you throw in all sorts of statistics in a fun way. It's like you're teaching us.
And there's
you're
a lot of
teacher.
laughs.
Oh, absolutely, there are laughs.
And then the movie ends with this suspense where you realize, you meet this girl named Daisy, and all she wants to do is be a doctor. And I think all your viewers can identify with a 5th grader who just says, I just want to be a doctor. And you see from her teacher, she's really good. But then you realize in this movie, she ends up in a lottery. And what a lot of Americans don't realize is to get into a good school in any city in America, you have to get into a lottery. And that means you've got a number on a piece of paper, like playing at the convenience store, except for this is not winning 10 bucks. It's actually winning a chance to have a great education and a future in America. So you're like, what?
Your children and future generations are on the bridge of the Titanic and everybody's gonna drown.
Someone has taken an interest in you, someone loves you, and they recognize the importance of education. And the first student selected?
20. 9. It takes a lot of outrage and a lot of good examples to say, yes, we can do this.
When you see a great teacher, you are seeing a work of art.
I want my kids to have better than what I had.
18. 10. 12. 2.
And the last number?
This is a movie, though, that anyone can relate to. Somehow, even if we only went for 8 years to school, someone's gone to school.
And it cuts across political lines. I mean, everyone believes in school, and everyone needs a good school. Even if you don't have kids, the school will determine the price of your home. It'll determine how safe your neighborhood is. And it'll determine how good our economy is in the next 25 years. The single most determining factor of how good our economy will be in the next 20 years is how well we educate our kids.
If you only watch one documentary, make it Waiting for Superman. And you can find it in your Power Zone.